Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading for mid-January. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm going to be freestyling your tarot spread, starting off with some oracle cards. Towards the end of the reading, I will roll some dice to get initials and sun signs and angel numbers for you. So make sure you stick around for that. I'm very heavily dressed right now. I'm wearing 3 sweaters. It is freezing cold and there is no visibility outside. So if this reading is darker than usual, I apologize. We have exchanging gifts. Number 27. I like that. Yin and yang. You give some, I give some. You do some, I do some. 6 of Pentacles. And we have clean it up. Very Virgo energy. Number 21. Filtration. 6 of Pentacles. If there's no reward for merit, or if you're not receiving as much as you're giving in a particular situation, whether this is at work or within love, you're cleaning it up. And this is perfect right now. The South Node is in Libra, which signifies important relationships, right? The South Node is what we must leave behind. The nodes of the moon shift every 2.5 years, and right now, at least for the next 1.5 years, the focus is on our independence and our autonomy, of course, but also on which relationships don't serve us anymore and need to be cleaned up. Exchanging gifts doesn't have to be proper, like tangible gifts, right? They can just be gifts of time, gifts of kindness. No, thank you. Almost every sign is getting this no thank you card with the 7 of Wands, where you're protecting your auric field and saying no to bullshit. The 2 of Pentacles, taking on too much here, Virgo, and that's pretty common for guys, for Virgo people. I was gonna say for you guys. The King of Wands, fire energy. The 6 of Wands, beautiful. Celebrating yourself, being seen, being heard in the light of your choosing. The Fool, it's interesting. Taurus had a very similar energy. They had the Fool right here, and they had the 2 of Pentacles as their overall energy card at the bottom of the deck. So this is you not having too much on your plate. You not having too much on your roster, right? Being able to breathe and play and relax just a little bit. Very contrasting energies. We have Aquarius and we have Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter is in your sign right now, Taurus. Not for too long though. So I would enjoy that moment while it lasts, because Jupiter spends 1 year in each sign. It's moving into Gemini in the spring. The Queen of Pentacles has been showing up a lot. This is the Queen of Velvet Waiting, the Queen of Yin, right? Someone who sits and receives, surrenders and lets things come to her instead of proactively working for them. So the King of Wands, regardless of gender, I will clarify, this could be somebody else showing up in your reading, but I feel like you are somebody who's inspired enough to take action within your own life, and it may be difficult for you to adopt this yin energy of receiving, right? So maybe that is the balance that needs to be changed. I did mention yin and yang when I saw your oracle cards. But, oh, interesting. We have the 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, leaving something behind and focusing on something brand new, right? A new manifestation, a new intention with the world at your feet. There's a lot of possibility here for something beautiful to grow. And this could, again, be a relationship. It could be something related to work. But there has to be a balance here. That is very important. We will see. Why is the 7 of Wands here? What are you saying no thank you to? The Knight of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords. Oh my goodness. That is very ironic. I'm going to get one more. The 9 of Pentacles. And look who's back, the 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel here with the 7 of Wands, very similar again to Taurus's energy. If you have Taurus placements, I would go watch that reading. I think that you may have been relying on a few people to get things done, right? Again, within a connection, within your career, co-workers, a spouse, whatever. But they're moving incredibly slow with the Knight of Pentacles, right? And with the Five of Swords, now I'm going to call you out just a little bit, Virgo. It's possible that you're looking for shortcuts to success. Okay, that is what the Five of Swords represents. It is self-sabotaging energy. The Three of Wands is a card of manifestation, but it is not instant gratification, right? She's waiting for the perfect wave before she can jump in with her surfboard. That's not going to come about instantly. That's why she's up at the crack of dawn, right? There's a patience here. And with the Nine of Pentacles, again, this is your card. This is Virgo energy. If you're familiar with the original Rider-Waite, it talks about, it depicts actually a woman standing in a vineyard, right? Grapes are extremely difficult to grow, right? The soil, the pH level, the temperature, everything has to be just right. And it takes a while for the fruit to develop. So there's something here that has taken a while, and the people around you may be understanding that, but I feel like you are in a rush for this to come to fruition. I don't know what this is. This, again, it could even talk about just a relationship where the person you're dealing with is moving incredibly slow. And some of you may be tempted to detach yourselves with the Nine of Pentacles and be in this my way or the highway energy where, okay, fine, I'm going to do it myself. You know, I'm going to clean it up. It's very easy for a reader to start berating the person you are dealing with, right? There are so many channels that focus just on this. They're doing a reading for Virgo and they're going to talk about a completely random person. Oh, they betrayed you. Oh, they lied. Oh, they're messed up. Oh, this person is nonsensical. Why? This is your reading. It's nobody else's, right? And those channels, my God, they're flourishing. They're doing so well. People like to hear shit about other people, I think. But I'm talking about you, and I will call you out if I need to, Virgo. So, slow and steady wins the race. Remember that, all right? Why is the Six of Wands here? The Hangman. Exactly, you see? This is surrender, the art of doing nothing. Or what was that? So I love Italy and I'm learning the language. So there's this reel that comes up on Instagram very often. Dolce far niente, which is the sweetness of doing nothing, right? Sometimes that surrender can speed things up faster than you realize. Dolce far niente. It sounds so beautiful. The Four of Pentacles. Holding back just a little bit, right? Waiting to receive and not give. She's clutching onto that purse, not willing to give her pentacles away. That is your resources, your energy, your drive. The Five of Pentacles. There's a little bit of victimization here. Okay? Self-inflicted victimization. She can very easily walk into that church. There's a big old key right here. She can open that door. But there's a touch of pride. Some of you may be feeling that things have to go a certain way because that is how you've anticipated them to be. You have this 5-year plan, you have this 10-year plan, and this is your goal, this is your dream, you have horse blinders on, and you have to achieve it. There could be people around you who could be asking you to slow down and have patience, including me. But I feel that you're abandoning yourself by wanting to rush forward. You see, the High Priestess right here is a card of quiet. It's a card of not doing much, but receiving downloads from the universe. This receival of downloads may spark a completely new path for you. If you sit still, that mind can very easily become a devil's workshop. But if you conduct yourself properly, that mind can be an antenna and it can receive downloads and information and wisdom very, very quickly and very clearly from the universe. A chaotic mind is not going to be able to communicate with the divine. You need to open up those channels of communication with the cosmos again here, Virgo. It's like there's a new path out there for you that's going to satisfy that impatience that I'm seeing in you. At the same time, it's going to lead you directly to your result, which is going to be permanent. This is not, again, instant gratification. This is permanent gratification. Did something flip over? No. the cards are being very strange today. The Two of Pentacles, why is it here? The Knight of Wands, there is that speed again. There is that speed again. I'm not making this up. I'm telling you. I am telling you. The Knight of Swords and the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? That's really weird. The Tower. Okay. I feel like all this time I've been talking about work, right? Or life in general. And this is a nod from the universe that please tell them about love. So here, with the King of Cups, this is Scorpio energy. This is somebody who is very quiet about their feelings, right? This is like that swan gliding on a lake. It seems like it's just floating, but you don't know how fast the feet are moving. That is the King of Cups energy, regardless of gender. This is somebody who has a whole lot of love in their heart, but they will never express it. Never say never, but they will very rarely express the intensity of their feelings. Okay. When it comes to a connection with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, some of you again may be in a rush to get things done, right? Because you're passionate about it. I get it, right? With the Knight of Swords, you may be wanting to communicate this. You may be wanting to get things up to speed. But the Two of Cups is an assurance from the universe. You don't need to rush. Those cups are very full. The cup in your heart and the cup in theirs. Sounds very cliched, I know. But those cups are very full and they're connected. That is the most important thing. Some of you may be looking for a higher level of commitment, right? You may be wanting to shake things up just a little bit. But my advice is to not do that. And I have done this myself personally. I'm not going to keep calling you out. I have done this myself. When things are very stable and very constant, right, and I'm not seeing any changes, I'll stir up drama. I do that. So some of you may be tempted to do that, not even consciously, but maybe subconsciously. Let me stir the waters a little bit and see if they're still going to be there, right? It's not going to resonate for all of you. But if things are stable, if they're maybe even a little bit quiet, don't question it. The love here is really strong. Right? With the Tower moment, it's possible that a separation may have occurred, or there was an obstacle or a speed bump or a hiccup. But towers aren't as dramatic as people think they are. They can just be very small issues that crop up that maybe temporarily shake up your foundation. But maybe because you were building on the wrong one, or you were building too quickly, right? It's the universe's way of asking you to slow down and take a breath. The Magician with the Fool, the Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. I feel like some of you are just wanting to jump the ladder, right? You want to go from step 0 to step 1000 in one jump, in one swoop. With the Seven of Swords, this is, okay, I'm getting, for some of you, you may have grown up with not enough, okay? Not enough love, not enough attention, not enough money for some of you. It's not going to resonate for everybody. Just take what does. So this is almost like a self-preservation mode. If you're familiar with the Seven of Swords, this is in the Rider-Waite. It depicts a beautiful yellow card, right? Yellow in the tarot, the color is considered to be fortunate and happy. So he's stealing swords from an enemy camp. And it can be a card of lying, cheating, stealing. But why is he stealing those swords? He's stealing them so they can't be used against him in battle the next day. So there's some kind of self-preservation that is happening here where you're used to a certain outcome. Again, maybe in work or in love, you're used to either being alone or you're used to being or not having enough money, right? Take it as it resonates. And you're trying to rectify that before the other shoe drops. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. That let me save myself the trouble. I know how this is going to end up. Let me end it before it does. That's what I'm feeling here for some of you. With the Magician, we have to realize that we are the most powerful creators ever to exist. Our minds are magical, right? We can create things out of thin air. So I feel like whatever you are creating here, just make sure you are co-creating with the universe. You are co-creating with a power higher than yourself. Because that way you're not going to make a mistake. You know what I mean? I'm also getting that some of you may be getting very tired of a particular situation and may need that freedom. And I don't think this is related to love, it's related to work. It's like you're feeling tied down. You may be feeling a lack of inspiration and creativity, where you're just having to follow the conveyor belt. Like you've been put on a conveyor belt and you know that this is exactly what you have to do. This is the template you have to follow. There's no creative freedom here, right? So you want to shake things up just a little bit. And if that's the case, then I love the Seven of Swords, right? Escape if you need to. Create something magical for yourself. Oop. The King of Pentacles wanted to show himself. The King to the Queen. Why is the King of Wands here? The Four of Wands, Judgment, and the King of Cups is back. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor with the Five of Cups and Temperance. This is throwing me off just a little bit. There is an element of trust here, Virgo. Trusting another person to pick up the slack, right? The Four of Wands is your heart running a cross-country marathon and finally reaching the finish line. I've repeated this so many times today. But I feel like you think you're running this marathon by yourself, right? That is what the King of Wands can represent. It is somebody who is very motivated and inspired, but works alone, right? So you may be thinking with clean it up and exchanging gifts that there isn't enough balance in a situation for you. But with Judgment, this is almost like a second chance that may be coming about. A second chance in work, a second chance in love, where the person that you are dealing with or the people that you are dealing with will display a higher EQ than you are used to. A higher sense of understanding than you are used to. Right? And with the Emperor, it's almost like, again, the four, right? The constants, the four seasons, the four cardinal directions. The four walls of a home, things that are very unchanging. This is a strong support system. But with the Five of Cups and Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles, it's almost like you're telling me that you're asking me to slow down, but every time I have slowed down, I have lost an opportunity, right? I have not been able to build. I have lagged behind other people. It feels like I'm slacking. So I need to move. But you have to also remember that a moving rock or a rolling rock gathers no moss. What is that moss? It is wisdom. It is relationships. It is lessons. You need to slow down here, Virgo. It's not going to resonate for everybody, and I know I'm repeating myself, but with Clean It Up, I feel like there are a few cobwebs in your head that may be whispering wrong messages to you. That mind needs to be cleared up. I did see the High Priestess, right? That antenna to the universe needs to be opened up. That channel. The World card with the King of Wands again and the Six of Cups with the Fool. This is insane. Three of Pentacles, Five of Cups and Temperance. Okay. The World. Card number 21. You have 21 here with Clean It Up, right? This is the completion of something. It's the completion of a chapter. But this is also Ouroboros, which is the snake that eats itself. An ending with a new beginning attached to it. It is the last card of the Major Arcana. This is a signification of graduation. That you've successfully completed a chapter. You've successfully learned a lesson. Time to move on to the next grade. Which is the Fool. Right? This is you starting a new journey. You have the last and the first Major Arcana right here, which is telling me that there is a massive change in how you are going to be perceiving situations from now moving forward. The Six of Cups and the King of Wands again is telling me that this could be the way you may have behaved in the past. Let's say the way you related to people, the way you related to co-workers, the way you related to your work. There's a nostalgia here that can serve you really, really well. I always say never take the past with you, take the lessons with you. There is a lesson here, right? You have graduated if you're in class grade 10, right? You're graduating to grade 11. It doesn't mean your mind is being wiped clean. You're carrying lessons of grade 10 into grade 11 that you can build upon. There's some kind of lesson here, some kind of inspiration here from the past that can be built upon now. right? You already have the knowledge of it. You don't have to start from scratch. Ask yourself what that is and what you can build with. The Queen of Pentacles is telling me that this is investment in self. This could be something as simple as an exercise routine, right? Think about muscle memory. I know I am all over the place today, but think about muscle memory. You may not have worked out for years, but your body knows what it feels like when you do work out. So it's not going to resist that much, right? What is this muscle memory? It could be a creative project that you may have abandoned in the past. It could be a relationship from the past. Take it how it resonates. But there's something here that you can build upon. And I'm getting that feeling of strike while the iron is hot. This is an opportunity that is making its way back to you with Judgment as well. And with the Three of Pentacles, I do feel that you need to work with people now. Feel like you've been doing a lot of the stuff by yourself. Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. Let people do their bit. Allow it. The Two of Wands and the Empress. Woof. With the Hanged Man, the Five of Cups. There's something that is being successfully left behind here and a new intention to start something brand new, right? This newness, whatever this is, carries a lot of potential here for you, Virgo, with the Empress card. The Empress is creation and nourishment. But with the Hanged Man, you will have to do things a little differently. Your crown chakra needs to light up. That communication with the universe, if you are a spiritual person, it needs to light up. The downloads that you're going to get are going to be absolutely insane. Your 3D mind, your 3D reality may be causing you a little bit of sadness, right? But if you keep functioning and manifesting from that place and not from your higher self, you're going to find yourself manifesting the crappiest things. I hope this reading made sense. Now I'm looking back at it, I feel like it was a jumble of a lot of random information. But even if one thing stood out to you, I've done my job. All right, we have Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You may have Capricorn heavily in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but we are in Capricorn season, right? We have Mars in Capricorn. We have Mercury moving into Capricorn. We have the Sun in Capricorn, at least till the 20th. And we have Venus moving into Capricorn on the 23rd. So this is stability. This is long term. This is slow and steady, right? This is not Sagittarius energy that we've just come out of. This is very slow long-term goals, right? Not instant gratification. So be patient. We have Saturn, which is the ruler of Capricorn. And Saturn is the great disciplinarian. This is the principal, the very strict grandfather, who's going to put restrictions, who is going to put obstacles in your way, which I am seeing. It's going to prevent that full steam ahead attitude that Virgos do have. It's going to teach you patience. So work with Saturn. You won't be sorry. We have the number 11, which is again your intuition. It is manifestation. It is your connection to the divine, to the ether, to your higher self, right? It also talks about trusting your gut, listening to your heart, keeping that channel of communication open. All right, beautiful. Let's see what initials we can get for you here, Virgo. My hand moved that. I don't know what it was previously, but now we have T, we have J, C, V, I, R, and S. These could be your initials. They could be the initials of someone you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Just a special mention for those of you seeing your initials here today, Virgo. All right, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.